Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're down in Horam campsite at the moment in Kent, which is a country park one, which I've done a vlog on before. We're going to do another weekend here and I'll do another vlog, show you a bit more around here, because last time we just did the cycle ride. So this isn't far from Tunbridge Wells, and like I said, there's a cycle route which I'll show you later tomorrow, which is an old railway line that you can get all the way down to Eastbourne. But I just thought we got here at the moment, we just having something to eat, or the weather is again. So we just grabbed the camera and I'll show you a bit around the site. I'll say here's Laura, we're eating again. You never see me eating.
Let's just look at the evidence of the crumbs on the chair.
So we just picked up, pulled into the site, and I think most of the pitches here are hard standing, as you can see. They've all got electric hookup and water supply connections, which is around the other side of the van. And it's a nice, peaceful, quiet site. And further up into the countryside park, which is further around there, there's fishing lakes and a cafe, which we'll probably have a walk up in a minute, have a wander around, and toilets and showers. There's a play park down the back there for kids. And it's a nice for location, like I say, for cycling. If you're into your cycling, some good cycle route from here. Tomorrow we're going to go off to Battle to have a look around the historic town of Battle, where the Battle of Hastings took place. So that's about a 30-minute drive from here, or you can cycle if you really want to. If you've got and then tomorrow night we'll be going up the cycle route. We'll be walking up it though, because we're going to go up to one of the pubs for a meal. We're not actually going to do the full cycle route. We haven't bought the bikes this weekend, so we're just going to do a walk up there into town. There's the Adria, looking nice. Got a bit of a clean. Can't clean it too much because of the hose bike ban. So we'll walk up to the estate in a minute and have a look around there. So here's the reception area, which they sell a few little bits and pieces, not a lot, but there's a few bits if you get caught at in the main entrance. And we can come in through this road here. Just up there on the left is a gym, and there's a big foot sports field on the right. And apparently, we'll have a look later hopefully, but there is a massive field right down the back there for loads of tents and caravans, which I didn't realise. But just down here, where we're going to go now, is where the fishing lakes are and the lakeside cafe. As you can see, lakeside cafe and bistro and bar, which you can get all the information, menus and that online. So this is one of the fishing lakes. You can see a couple of people over there fishing. All the ducks thinking we've got some bread in us, but we haven't. Everyone obviously hungry. This is the second fishing lake, and you can see it's the lakeside cafe up the top here, which is just going to have a look at.
I think they're in the space out for different craft workshops. Yeah.
And so that's it mainly, apart from the other camp field that we haven't seen yet. That's most of the site, and obviously hot showers and toilets.
So it's a nice restaurant with a bar as well. Today in September they are open till 9 o'clock actually, and they're doing food till 8, which is quite handy. If you arrived late and you didn't have anything, you could just pop up there. I'm not sure what it'd be the rest of the year, but that's quite good to know for a campsite. You don't have to go far either.
Yes, it's a nice little site. We're going to wander back to the van there. We might have a look at the other field, and then that'll be it for tonight. We're going off to Battle tomorrow, so we'll be driving there. We'll show you what that looks like. Morning guys. So first day here at Horam on Saturday. We just had our breakfast and we're now going off to
Battle Abbey.
Battle Abbey, yeah. It's the famous area for the Battle of Hastings. I'll get it right.
We'll know more about it when we've been.
It is the pace battle because you've got the Hastings Castle and everything down along the seafront, and a lot of people think it all carried on down there, but it didn't. It carried on more inland, which is near Battle.
And that's so the name.
Yeah, so Battle Abbey and everything else. So we bought a
English heritage.
English heritage
for years. We thought we'd try and check out quite a few of the places during our campaign travels this year.
Yes, with that English heritage we get free parking apparently, so we'll go and check it out today and see how we get on. So it's about 14 miles away, about 30-minute drive, and if you were cycling, you could cycle it. If you had e-bikes, we probably would have done, but I'm not that energetic nowadays to get up them hills, so we're going to drive there.
And it's a beautiful day, so hopefully we're going to have a lovely day.
Yeah, see you in a minute. Right, hello guys, so we just pulled up here in Battle. This is the car park, you see our 80 behind us, and we just parked up next to another twin, which is very rare for us to see any twins out and about. So this is the car park. It's quite a big car park, as you can see, for getting your vans in. £4 to stay for the day, isn't it?
It's £4 for non-members.
£4 for non-members for the day, and if you've got membership it's free, but like I said, it's not bad for £4 for the day. So this is the town of Battle. Quite a few shops and restaurants and cafes and bars around. So we're going to have a wander around the village first, because Luke wants to buy some cakes again, and then we're going to pop into the Abbey, which is behind us. So this is Battle. So we're at Loretta's favourite place. You can see her through the reflection of the window.
Name of that? The Crafty Norman.
So that's most of the village. We just walked up. They're going to pop up and see the Abbey and go inside there. Right, it's just inside the Abbey. We have the Abbey School, Battle Abbey School, which is be a nice place to go to school, isn't it? And behind us is the tower that we're going to go up in a minute. And there's a shop and a battlefield and the ruins. And when you come in, if you've got a membership, you can get these bits of kit which gives you an audio tour of the place. You can obviously pay for that as well as part of the admission fees. So we're going to wander down here now to the visitors centre. So that is.
See, it says the king is shown wearing a helmet similar to a Viking style.
So we're just walking down past the area where the battle was. So we just watched the TV show in the visitor centre. There's a few documentaries on Netflix about this, I believe. So basically the Anglo-Saxons were up fighting the Vikings up in York, which they had to walk from London all the way to York to do, which is quite a long walk, I expect. I wouldn't like to do it, even now. And during that fight, which they won, the Normans decided to attack Hastings. So the Anglo-Saxons had to turn around and walk all the way back from York to here, where we are now, to take on the Normans, which were a huge army, as big as the Anglo-Saxon army. And you've got to remember they've been walking for days, they're low on food and ammunition, tired, probably. Yeah, it's been quite hard work really for them, so this battle was already half doomed from the beginning. because of their being knackered really, and being facing a really strong army. So this is one of the reasons why they lost, although they did put up a good fight, and that's the grounds that we're going to go past now. So whilst we sit around listening to the history of the Battle of 1066, Loretta eats her cake again.
It's a beautiful spot, it'd be rude not to.
So this was the battlefield. I expect this is the hill, or it's the one at the back. They haven't really explained whereabouts exactly it was, but the English took up on the top of the hill, while the Normans fought uphill, which is quite hard work, fighting uphill, even though they still won though. So apparently this is one of the churches that he built after the battle, because he felt guilty about all the people that died on the battlefield, from what I've heard. And it's the last invasion ever to take place in England, this battle. So this was one of the rooms where the monks used to hang out and have dinner and cards, or just religious talking probably, and reading books. And they were saying about how it's very glamorous in them days. The walls would have been plastered white, the columns were polished black, and it was a very posh place to be.
This is one of the actual benches they would have sat on. Crazy, isn't it?
So behind us is the dormitory. So this would have been where the monks slept. How many? It was hundreds, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been.
They said a few hundred monks would have slept in here. And the reason why the rooms downstairs were so high, because of the hill, they had to make it so that this room could be made on top of it all and flat. And obviously the roof's gone now. But this would have been quite a luxury place as well to sleep. And great views at the end of the field where the actual battle took place. So this is the view at the end of the battlefield, for all these windows, which would have been all stained glass windows in here. And I expect that I had either flagstone flooring or maybe a timber flooring, since this is a bedroom area. And there's more of the ruins down here, which hadn't been explained, but there would have been a kitchen and stuff around as well. This is the chapter house, which was where the monks come to do a lot of their prayers and stuff. And just over there on the side of us is the school that's still running today, the Abbey School. So this stone represents the place where they think King Harold died, and where they built the church, and the altar was built from here. So this is the top of the gatehouse, where monks used to collect their money and stuff. Yeah, it's a bit like the Chancellor's room nowadays.
And then they'd store all their wealth in the chest.
Yeah.
And 3 different people had a key to the chest, so that it couldn't be opened without all 3 of them being there.
So there's loads of gold in that chest. Who's opening it up? So another museum, and we found the toilet again. This must be the toilet, all the way down there. So this is the top of the tower of the Abbey, overlooking the village below. And well, we're walking up to see the views across the battle. And there's the school. I'd say still being used today. Used to be the home of one of the monks apparently, so that's why it stayed as it is in use today. Alright, so that was our little walk around the Battle of Abbey. Quite interesting, much better than we expected. A lot to watch, see. The audio things that they give you are really, really good. So if you're coming here, get hold of them because they're part of the admission fee anyway, and it's much more informative, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, that's good day out really. If you're around this area, come down and have a look around here, and then we're going to find something to eat now.
Probably should park all day,
head back
so you
to
can
the
have a nice whole day out really.
Yeah, we'll get something to eat. Maybe pop over there for something to eat, and then head back to the site where we're going to do a walk up to Heathfield, the town, to the old railway line that was there. We went up there last night, but it was too black to be able to, and dark to be able to video. So we see you back at the site. Cheers. Right, back at the van now for lunch. We decided not to bother to eat at the pub because, well, why bother? We've got all this food back in the van. It costs a lot cheaper. £17 something per burger in the pub, so we decided not to bother.
So we just decided to get the bus to Heathfield because it's Saturday and we want to get there before the shops shut because it's a nice little village. Have a quick look around the shops and we're probably going to walk home.
Yeah, so that's just down there is Horam town centre, just down on the right. It's busy this way, but it's quiet as you get round the corner. It goes down to the main little village, and that's where the Cuckoo Trail is. So you can walk from there all the way to Heathfield or to Eastbourne Way. But we're, like I say, going to get the bus there, and then we're going to walk back through the Cuckoo Trail. So if it's not too dark, we'll show you that later. Other than that, I mean, this road is quite busy, but there is zebra crossings to get across, and you don't hear on any of this from the actual campsite. And it does make easy access for the vans to get in and out of the actual campsite. So we just got the bus down here to Heathfield. £5 each on the bus, not cheap. Probably be cheaper to get a cab. But we didn't have the bike, so we didn't have any choice. We're going to walk back down the Cuckoo Trail, but this is Heathfield. We have a look down through the village. There's quite a lot of shops here and a few pubs and stuff, so worth popping up here if you're down there. And like I say, then we'll walk back down through the Cuckoo Trail and probably hopefully stop at the Runt, I think, pub, I think it's called, on the way back. Right, so this is the Cuckoo Trail. You see this sign up here, which is over there, and it's just, well, Waitrose is there, so it's just opposite Waitrose, just that coming down from the village. We just had to walk down from the village to Waitrose, and then you come across the Cuckoo Trail, which is 17 miles to Eastbourne if you fancy cycling it, but it's a little bit less, about 15 miles from the campsite. So if you go to the website that I run, there is actually a route on there, I believe, where you can download it to your phone and follow it on your bike or walk. Here's a map of the Cuckoo Trail. You can see going all the way down to Horam.
This is where we are, and this is where the campsite is, isn't it, Horam?
Yeah, and originally we went down to, all the way down to the bottom here.
We went to Polgate, didn't we? And I think we carried on this way a little bit to Eastbourne.
Yeah, so that will go into Eastbourne if you wanted to go that far.
Yeah.
So as you can see, most of it, well, all of it's off-road. All nice tracks for walking and for cycling, so it's not as muddy. And as you go along, there is like some small left and right hand turns to public footpaths. So one of the paths we're going to take is going to go up to the pub called the Ruts, isn't it?
Rutton Tun.
Rutton Tun. So we're going to go there and have something to eat. And these are all backing onto houses along here, most of these, and some woodlands as well.
But it's not lit.
Yeah.
So if it's the case you're going to be going in the evening, you either need a head torch or lights on your bike.
Yeah.
It gets
so
very dark.
We come up here last night, and it's like I said, it's absolutely pitch black at night. So you do need your torches. So this is someone's back garden along the Cuckoo Trail, and he's built all this himself. It's one of the old stations. It took a lot of work. As you can see, there's other paths going off from this Cuckoo Trail, like this one here, it's a public footpath. And we've just got to the point now, this is the Cuckoo Trail part, where opposite, if you're coming up here for the pub, which you'll be coming up from this direction, you're looking out for this little sign here. It says little tiny footpath sign, and that's where it says
Rutton Tun, pub 200 yards.
There you go, so you've got to find that. If you missed that, you'll be walking on all all the way to Heathfield looking for this pub. So it's just up this little footpath, takes you up to the main road, and the pub's over the other side of the road. So this is where the footpath brings you out onto the main road. This is the road we come up with the bus. There's the bus stop over there, so if you do come up here, there you go, the bus going past there. Look, good timing, eh? So if you do come up here and start for a meal and it's getting late, you can always get the bus back down to Horam. So not a bad little pub for the campsite. It's the only pub I know of, apart from the Gun, which we went to before, for this area. Morning guys. So we had a good night last night, went down to the main town. We walked back through the Cuckoo Trail, which showed you to the pub. We didn't eat in there in the end because we miscalculated it and we ended up not being able to get the restaurant was closed. So we came back, we got fish and chips in the town, which is really good. Very popular fish and chip place because all the people around here go down there, but it's nice fish and chips. We're just about to have breakfast. Got my eggs on all boiled, ready to go for breakfast. So this is it for now. Nice little site around Horam if you come around this way. It's an expensive site because it's one in premier sites, but then you get all the parts of premier sites that you normally get, like good toilet and showers, hard standing, electric and all the rest of it. So although it's expensive, if you like that sort of thing, it's worth it. So we're going to shoot off and do another vlog another couple of weeks time. We're going to a different location. So please give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and we keep putting in vlogs on different locations that we go to.